Hello and welcome to this Monday, February 14, 2011 edition of Size Eyes on the Skies. I'm Corey Harguth. We had a great weekend, but how long are these nice temperatures going to stick around? We'll bring you all those details and much more, so don't go away because Size Eyes on the Sky starts right now.
It's Monday night on ISU TV. Broadcasting live from Ames, Iowa, this is Size Eyes on the Skies. ISU TV's longest running television show brings you the weather around the country, in Iowa, Ames, and beyond. The Iowa State Meteorology Department's team of forecasters keeps you ahead of the next weather system. Size Eyes on the Skies starts now.
And welcome back. I'm joined now by Liz. How's it going?
Good. It's Valentine's Day, so hopefully everybody either has something to do to keep them occupied or has a date or something. So
yeah,
nice Valentine's Day.
Yeah, very, very. It was nice being able to step outside this morning, going to class without having to put on the heavy jacket and everything like that.
I wore a sweat. All I wore today was like a sweater over my clothes, so that was a little weird. I kept feeling like I was forgetting my coat.
I know, yep, me too. Like leaving class, you're so used to having to put it on and...
Yeah, and then you're like, oh shoot, where's my coat? I can't find my coat, and then you're like, oh wait.
Oh wait, yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to stick around for a little while yet.
Yeah, definitely. There's supposed to be warmer temperatures later this week, so I'm kind of excited for that. I love snow, but gotta love the thaws too.
Yeah, all the snow has to end sometime, so
yeah.
Sooner than later as far as I'm concerned. All right, so we'll talk to you in a little bit.
Yes.
Let's go over and talk to Josh. Hello.
Hey, what a beautiful day it was today, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was,
I
very.
heard the birds chirping. I think Cupid might have shot Iowa with a little bit of love of warm weather. But it's going to persist in the future, and I'll have that all for you in the next 10 minutes with Iowa weather. But let's go to the day planner right now. And you can see tonight at midnight, 29 degrees with some partly cloudy skies. But as the clouds diminish, tomorrow the winds will pick up from the south. That's what's going to bring us the warm temperatures tomorrow. You can see it's going to get up to 41 degrees, so a little bit above average and above what was today. So it's going to feel really nice out there. So I'm looking forward to that, and I know everybody else is, as well as the snow sort of diminishes and melts.
All right, we look forward to getting more details on that, and we'll talk to you a little bit later. All right, we're going to send it to a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at what's making weather news. We'll be right back. And welcome back. Let's send it over to the wall with Liz and what's making weather news.
Thanks, Corey. We're going to take a look at weather news really quick. There's actually quite a bit going on if you're not from the Midwest. Midwest is having some really nice temperatures. Actually, the Red River up in North Dakota, as all this snow melts, because they've been getting a ton of snow this winter, and as all that snow melts, the river is expected to rise to 37 feet, which is near record levels. And the record, I believe, is 40 feet. So definitely very close to that record. They plan by the end of this month to have 3 million sandbags filled. They're working 12-hour shifts for 6 days a week to hopefully get all this done so that the flooding has as little impact as possible on all the people that live around there. As for the warm-up, definitely even more of a warm-up is on the way. And you can see we got our ants over here stealing the watermelon from a picnic. So with all this nice weather, you might want to get outside and have a picnic. But back to snowy conditions, South Korea actually just got done with a really bad snowstorm. All along the eastern coast of South Korea had up to 3 feet of snow. And so their government's definitely having a hard time dealing with that and making sure everybody's okay. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye on how they're doing. So hopefully that snow melts pretty quick so they can get back to normal. And we take a look at your extended forecast for Lyndonville, Vermont. You can see they're expected to get some snow tomorrow and a high only of around 13. So that makes you feel good for being here in Iowa. And you can see if we go later in the week, it looks like Thursday they could see above freezing temperatures around 42, but then later in the week, On Friday, they're actually expecting to see some freezing rain as temperatures will be a little bit above freezing, but as it starts to drop below freezing again, they'll start seeing rain. And that'll eventually, as you go into Saturday, transition into snow. So they've got quite the week ahead. And our second extended forecast, I went with Happy Camp California because the name sounded fun and it let me use Puddle Ducky. And if you're a veteran watcher of the show, you know how much I love Puddle Ducky. But you can see they're going to consistently stay above freezing during the day, which is nice. But at night, those temperatures are supposed to drop a little bit. So all week, they could see this chance of rain transitioning into snow during the overnight hours, which will definitely make for some interesting travel conditions. And even there's other areas in California that are experiencing this as well. So definitely, if you're in California, anywhere near Happy Camp, I know you want to be happy, but gotta definitely take precautions when you go outside, as you guys are gonna see some rain turning into snow for pretty much the rest of the week. And with that, I'll send it back to Corey at the desk.
All right, thanks, Liz. Let's take a look at your trivia question for tonight. And it is, which state holds the record for having the most snowfall within 24 hours? Is it Colorado, Alaska, Minnesota, or Maine? We'll give you some time to think about that. And while you do, let's send it back over to the wall with Rachel and a look at your national weather.
Well, it looks like no areas in the nation are going to get large amounts of snow in the next 24 hours, but we are seeing a pretty nice pattern, at least here for the Midwest. We'll take a look at our jet stream here. As you can see here, there is a ridge here. That's what's giving us those warmer temperatures for the Midwest here. Over off to the east, there is sort of a trough here, bringing some cooler weather over there. Still some snow showers instead of rain. And if we look at the surface map here, you can see it's kind of a tale of two lows here. There's one low on the west coast that's going to bring some rain and snow into snow in the higher elevations, rain for areas of California and the Pacific Northwest. And over to the east, there's another low pressure system that has actually since moved a little bit further east, but they are seeing some rain showers to the southern parts of the Northeast and some lake effect snow towards the Great Lakes areas over there. And looking at National Next Red Radar, here's some snow up in the upper regions of Idaho into Washington and over to the east here. There are a few snow showers and even some rain showers into parts of New York, into Vermont and Connecticut as well. And looking ahead at our 6 to 10 day temperatures, unfortunately, we're not going to hold on to those warm temperatures for that long. We are going to be a pretty good chance for having some colder temperatures in the next 6 to 10 days. The only part of the country that is going to see warmer temperatures is down south, go figure. And looking at the 6 to 10 day precip, we're going to remain under some wet conditions here as we have a couple of systems push through into early next week into later next week. So we're going to see a little bit of precipitation out of that, but for the next few days, at least the next 2 days or so, we will remain dry. And with that, I'll send it back to Corey.
All right, thanks, Rachel. We're going to send it to a break. When we come back, we'll have your answer to your trivia question, plus Josh is in with a look at your Iowa weather. We'll be right back. And welcome back. Let's take a look at that trivia question and get the answer. So once again, which state holds the record for having the most snowfall within 24 hours? If we can take a look at the answer. And there it is. The answer is Colorado, and just a few stats on that. The record is 75.8 inches of snow in 24 hours, and that fell in Silver Lake, Colorado, up in the mountains about 40 miles northwest of Denver on April 14th, 1921. So with that, let's send it over to Josh and a look at your Iowa weather.
Thanks, Corey. A very pleasant day here in Iowa. Got up to the 40-degree mark for the first time this year, and we can expect that to continue throughout the week. You can see current conditions here in Ames is 35 degrees with a wind out of the south. That wind will increase our temperatures as the week goes on. You can see current conditions very sunny, but actually very dark here in Iowa. Very clear skies. And also you can see in Storm Lake builds and cloudiness, but then when you get over to Quad Cities, again, very sunny. You can see that tonight it's going to be partly cloudy skies, south wind again, and it's going to be very mild for this time of year. As we get into tomorrow, very sunny and very warm again, 42 degrees. Today we got up to 41, so it's going to be about the same as today. A lot of snow melt is going to be happening. almost all the snow is basically gone today except for the snowpacks. So by the end of the week, most of the snow actually will be gone, especially those snow-packed surfaces. Throughout the week, we can see Tuesday and Wednesday is very warm, 52 degrees on Wednesday. Thursday, it gets really warm and sort of rainy as this warm weather sort of comes into our area and makes it for a chance of rain. And you can see on Friday, it dies down a little bit, and 34, and Saturday, 32, as the next system comes in and brings us that cold weather. So it's looking good right now, but at the end of the week, it's not looking so pleasant. What do you guys think of that?
Right. I think people are going to start to get attached to that spring weather and then be really disappointed when this weekend comes around.
Definitely get your picnics out of the way now.
Picnics.
A little wet for picnics.
Yeah.
A little moist out there.
I guess you can go on the concrete with the picnic.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
To a point.
I like picnics. Even when it's soggy out.
Well, at least we're not looking at any record-breaking snowfall.
That's true. We may see, this is still a little out there, but we might see a little bit of some snow activity in the next, not couple of days, but probably about a week out. Still, it's a little far out, but I think winter is going to make its return, at least for meteorological winter speaking.
Yeah.
I think that winter is going to hang around till that, I believe it's in March when it switches over to spring, so.
Yeah, well, we're getting closer to high school tournament time, and we always get some kind of a snowstorm, especially up in the southern part of Minnesota right around that time. So.
Right, yeah.
And the average temperature for this time of year is only 33, so we're getting really spoiled right now, and you know it could die down into the future to the maybe even lower 20s.
Right, yeah. I think at least we'll see average this weekend, and I think it might go down a little bit after that, but I think people are going to get attached to this weather, and I wouldn't get spring fever quite yet. I think that once spring fever starts, you start forgetting about your homework and you just want to be outside instead of studying or being bogged down with homework. So
to all those people watching, don't complain to us if you see us on the sidewalks, because we do not control the weather. The weather controls us. So
that is a good point.
Very true.
Everyone thinks we have that magic button that can just change it whenever they want.
Unfortunately, that's not in our job description.
No, not quite, not quite. All right, so with that, I think we'll wrap it up for tonight. So for Josh, Rachel, and Liz, I'm Corey. Have a good night, and we'll see you next time.